Hello everyone. South Africa is home to an estimated 30,000 to 35,000 giraffes, making it one of the countries with a significant population of these majestic creatures. However, in certain regions, they can cause considerable damage to vegetation, particularly by overbrowsing on trees and shrubs, which can lead to the degradation of natural habitats. So what specific impact do giraffes have on South Africa's ecosystems? Join us to find out, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our latest news. When giraffes consume leaves from trees excessively, particularly in concentrated areas, it can lead to significant ecological consequences. A single giraffe can consume up to 75 pounds of leaves daily. Their feeding habits can strip trees of up to 60% of their foliage, hindering the trees' ability to photosynthesize effectively. This reduction weakens the trees and may eventually lead to a mortality rate of 10 to 15% in heavily browsed areas. Overbrowsing can alter the habitat structure, reducing the availability of food and shelter for the more than 200 species of birds and mammals that depend on these trees. To address this, the South African government has developed controlled hunting policies aimed at managing giraffe populations while simultaneously supporting conservation efforts. According to recent data, controlled giraffe hunting has attracted a steady influx of international hunters, with over 200 permits issued annually, generating substantial revenue for conservation initiatives. So do you know what permits and equipment are needed to legally hunt giraffes in South Africa?
Good shot. Safety on. Go. Good shot.
To hunt giraffes legally in South Africa, hunters must obtain several permits. These include a general hunting license and a specific permit for giraffe hunting, which is regulated by the provincial authorities where the hunt takes place.
Beautiful.
He is dark.
Wow. Perfect shot.
The cost of these permits can vary depending on the province and the specific regulations, but they typically range from $1,500 to $3,000. Furthermore, hunters are also required to follow strict guidelines regarding the use of certain weapons and equipment. Most hunters prefer using high-caliber rifles, such as .375 HLH or larger, to ensure a humane and effective kill, given the size and resilience of giraffe. However, a small percentage of hunters, estimated at around 10–15%, opt to use bows, typically equipped with heavy, broadhead arrows designed for big game hunting.
to shoot him again.
In addition to their primary weapon, hunters often carry binoculars for spotting and assessing giraffes from a distance, shooting sticks for stability when taking a shot, and safety equipment like GPS devices and first aid kits.
Looks like it's hit.
They may also use camouflage clothing to blend into the environment and reduce the likelihood of being detected by the giraffe. Group hunting is a common practice, with hunters typically going out in teams of 3-5 people. This allows for better coordination, as each member can take on specific roles such as spotting, shooting, and tracking the animal after it has been shot. So how do hunters ensure a perfect shot when targeting giraffes? When hunters locate their prey, they approach with caution, ensuring they maintain a safe and effective shooting distance. For giraffes, the effective shooting range is typically between 100 and 200 yards. This distance allows hunters to make an accurate shot while minimizing the chances of startling the animal. Hunters typically aim for the vital organs, focusing on the heart and lungs, which are located just behind the giraffe shoulder. This shot placement is critical for ensuring a quick and humane kill. So what are your thoughts on the responsibilities hunters have in reporting and managing giraffe populations in South Africa? In particular, in the event that the initial shot does not immediately kill the giraffe, hunters are required to take swift action by administering a follow-up shot. After the hunt is over, hunters are obligated to submit a detailed report to the South African Department of Forestry, Fisheries, and the Environment. This report must include key information such as the number of animals harvested, their condition, the specific location of the hunt, and any unusual circumstances encountered. This data also helps in making informed decisions about future hunting quotas and the overall management of giraffe populations in South Africa. What are your thoughts on this approach? We'd love to hear your perspective, so please share your views in the comment section below.
Dead already?
Yeah, just about.
In recent years, the rise in beekeeping among Americans has significantly contributed to the nation's impressive honey consumption, totaling around 600 million pounds annually. This surge in honey use extends beyond sweetening beverages and foods. It plays a crucial role in cooking, baking, and various health and beauty products. However, this boom in honey production has also inadvertently drawn the interest of an estimated 700,000 giant bears. So what caused this incident? Let's find out together And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to express your curiosity.
It looks so scruffy.
Bears are known to have a particular fondness for honey. With their keen sense of smell, they can detect honey and bee larvae from quite a distance, which often attracts them to residential areas where beehives are kept. Have you ever seen or heard of bears raiding beehives in your area? Once a hive is located, the bear uses its claws and teeth to open it, causing significant damage to the hive structure while consuming the honey and larvae. Bears are willing to endure numerous bee stings to access these nutritious foods, often leading to substantial destruction. This behavior causes losses to honey farmers amounting to about 90 million USD each year. How do you think farmers can better protect their hives from bear attack? Furthermore, bears tend to be more active at night, making them more likely to raid beehives after dark when there is less human activity. On July 5, 2024, in the town of Simsbury, Connecticut, residents reported that a black bear repeatedly invaded backyards and broke into beehives to eat honey, causing significant damage and disappointment among local beekeepers. Have you heard about other towns facing similar issues with bears? In addition to targeting beehives, bears are also known to break into people's homes in search of food. They may find open windows, sliding glass doors, or weak entry points and push their way inside.
Come on.
Their strength allows them to break through fragile screens or doors that are not securely closed. On July 18, 2024, a black bear in Tahoe Vista, California, broke into a house through the kitchen window. Attracted by the smell of food, the bear climbed onto the kitchen counter and rummaged through the kitchen cabinets and refrigerator. The bear caused significant damage to the kitchen in its search for food. How would you react if you found a bear rummaging through your kitchen? Understanding the damage bears cause to the community, residents have taken proactive measures by installing electric fences to prevent bears from entering. These fences are powered by energizers, the core components that convert electricity into high-voltage pulses. Energizers can be powered by AC, D, or solar panels, making them adaptable to different energy sources and locations. Have you considered which energy source might be the most efficient for your area? To ensure effectiveness, the fence must be high enough to prevent bears from climbing over it, typically between 6 to 8 feet. Additionally, the wire must be placed close enough together to prevent bears from squeezing through. Using multiple ropes at different heights, including near the ground, helps to stop bears from crawling under or over the fence. It is also important to keep the fence clear of vegetation to avoid ground contact and maintain the effectiveness of the charge. What methods do you think would work best to keep the vegetation under control? In particular, the effectiveness of electric fences in preventing bears is multifaceted. Firstly, they act as a deterrent, providing a physical and psychological barrier. The initial shock a bear receives when touching the fence often prevents further attempts to breach it. Electric fences can also be customized to fit various terrains and property sizes, making them versatile for different environments where bears may be present. However, there are challenges to using electric fences for bear prevention. Vegetation management is crucial, as trees and weeds can short out fences by touching electrical wires, necessitating regular cleaning and maintenance. Do you agree with this method? If yes, please like the video. If no, leave the number 0 in the comment section to share your opinion. Additionally, fences are only a temporary measure and cannot effectively prevent the effects of bears in the U.S., leading residents to cooperate with hunters to organize bear hunts. To participate, hunters must obtain a state-issued hunting license, often requiring the completion of a hunter training course. Additionally, they need a bear hunting tag or license specific to the area and species they intend to hunt. Have you ever considered the process involved in acquiring a hunting license? Furthermore, bear hunting is restricted to specific seasons, varying by state and region, and hunters must adhere to these designated times.
You can see the bullet impact.
They are also required to comply with state and federal regulations, which include restrictions on hunting methods, permissible areas, and the types of firearms and ammunition allowed. Typically, hunters use large caliber rifles such as the .36 or .300 Win Mag. Essential gear for a successful hunt includes appropriate clothing, binoculars, GPS, a map, bear spray, and safety equipment. Do you find the gear necessary for hunting surprising?
Whacked him. Whacked him.
When hunting, hunters rely on signs and tracks to locate bears, such as footprints, scat, and feeding areas. They use calls to mimic bear sounds or the cries of prey to attract bears. Tracking techniques involve visual observation with binoculars to scan the landscape for movement and bear signs, and scopes for distant observation, especially in open terrain. Additionally, hunters listen for various bear sounds, including growling and rustling through vegetation. When a bear is detected, ethical hunters aim for vital areas like the heart and lungs to ensure a quick and humane kill. Are you familiar with these hunting techniques? In particular, hunting bears with guns is effective for population control, helping to manage bear numbers and reduce the likelihood of bears entering human habitats in search of food. It also minimizes nuisance bears by targeting specific problem bears that frequently encroach on human inhabited areas, thereby reducing instances of bear-human conflict. However, hunting bears presents challenges. It requires significant skill and precision to ensure a humane kill, as improper shooting can injure the bear, leading to dangerous situations and prolonged suffering. Moreover, tracking and approaching bears can be difficult due to their habitats in dense forests, rugged mountains, and remote areas. What do you think are the biggest challenges hunters face when tracking bears? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next videos. Kangaroos, with their distinctive bound and unmistakable silhouette, stand as iconic symbols of Australia, evoking the vast and wild landscapes of the continent. These marsupials are not just central to the country's natural heritage, but also deeply ingrained in its cultural identity, appearing on everything from the national coat of arms to local currency. While they're often celebrated in tourism and media for their unique appearance and behaviors, kangaroos also play a significant role in the Australian ecosystem, contributing to the biodiversity that characterizes this diverse country. As quintessential representatives of Australia's wildlife, kangaroos capture the imagination and curiosity of both locals and visitors alike. Kangaroos, while iconic to Australia, present significant challenges to both agriculture and traffic safety. In agricultural contexts, kangaroos are known to consume vast amounts of grass and leaves on farms, leading to substantial losses. It's estimated that these losses can amount to up to $100 million annually as kangaroos graze on valuable crops and compete with livestock for food resources. Additionally, kangaroos frequently venture onto roads, posing serious risks to motorists. Each year, around 200 traffic accidents are reported involving kangaroos, which not only endangers human lives, but also contributes to costly vehicle damages and disrupts traffic safety measures. Addressing these issues requires a balanced approach that considers both the preservation of wildlife and the protection of agricultural and human interests. Nighttime hunting is strategically implemented to mitigate public danger, offering a practical solution to manage wildlife populations, such as kangaroos in Australia, without posing risks to the general public. Conducted under the cover of darkness, this method minimizes the visibility of the activity, thereby reducing the likelihood of accidents or disturbances that could occur in more populated or trafficked areas during daylight hours. Moreover, the nocturnal habits of many wildlife species make nighttime the most effective time for hunters to operate. Hunters equipped with appropriate gear such as night vision and silenced weapons ensure that the hunting is not only effective, but also adheres to safety regulations, thus balancing the need for population control with public safety considerations. This approach is particularly vital in areas where wildlife frequently intersects with human activity, providing a crucial method to prevent accidents and enhance the safety of both the public and the hunters. Annually, approximately 5 million kangaroos are targeted by hunters in Australia, a strategy primarily aimed at mitigating the significant agricultural losses and enhancing road safety. This substantial hunting effort helps alleviate the burden on farmers who suffer from the kangaroo's predation on valuable crops and grasslands, with estimated damages reaching up to $100 million each year. Additionally, reducing the kangaroo population helps lower the frequency of vehicular accidents involving these animals, which not only pose a danger to human life, but also contribute to substantial costs associated with vehicle repairs and medical. Thus, regulated kangaroo hunting serves as a crucial component in balancing ecological health and human economic interests. Compliance with hunting rules and safety is paramount to ensuring both the conservation and ethical management of wildlife populations. Hunters are required to possess valid hunting licenses, which certify their eligibility and understanding of local hunting regulations. Additionally, the use of appropriate gear, such as suitable firearms and non-toxic ammunition, is mandated to minimize environmental impact and ensure humane hunting practices. Government bodies play a critical role in this system by actively monitoring hunting activities and maintaining rigorous data control. The establishment of kangaroo parks and reserves plays a crucial role in the conservation efforts for Australia's iconic marsupials. Notable examples include the DB Bella National Park, located near Canberra, and the Kangaroo Island Conservation Park off the coast of South Australia. These parks are not just refuges, but are vital for the protection and preservation of kangaroo habitats. They serve multiple purposes, such as safeguarding the kangaroos from hunting, maintaining natural behaviors in a protected environment, and ensuring the survival of various species, including the red, gray, and wallaby kangaroos. By providing a safe haven, these conservation parks help maintain ecological balance and biodiversity, which are essential for the kangaroos to thrive and for the ecosystems they support. We want to hear your thoughts on alternative solutions for managing invasive species. Your ideas and experiences can help shape better strategies to conserve the environment. If you found this discussion insightful, please give us a like, leave a comment with your suggestions, and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family to help raise awareness about the challenges and solutions related to invasive species. Together, we can make a significant impact. Not only wild monkeys, but wild boars are also invasive species wreaking havoc on us agriculture, causing annual losses of up to $2.05 billion. Louisiana, in particular, suffers greatly from their destructive presence, with an estimated 900,000 wild boars infesting the state, from northern farmlands to southern swamps. Their invasion not only transforms the landscape, but also threatens the ecological balance of every parish they traverse. In Louisiana, feral hogs are more than just a nuisance. They have become a terrifying destructive force on the agricultural landscape. Fields of corn, soybeans, and rice, the mainstays of the local agricultural economy, are often transformed into battlefields overnight. Louisianans have been searching for effective solutions to combat the feral pig problem amid a struggling agricultural industry. One popular method is hunting with shotguns. This powerful weapon is not only effective in harsh environments, but also has the capability to instantly stop large and aggressive beasts. The 12-gauge shotgun is the top choice for hunters due to its immense destructive power, making it ideal for dense environments. Models like the Remington 870 and Mossberg 500 are especially effective when loaded with slug bullet. These large, heavy projectiles can easily penetrate the thick skin and muscles of wild boars, making them the perfect tool for dealing with these formidable invaders. Although it may not be widely known, wild boars are actually passionate about wheat and corn. This hobby not only causes hardship for farmers, but also creates significant negative impacts on the food supply. As such, the application of smart and effective control measures is necessary to keep Louisiana environment and economy from being severely impacted by feral swine infestations. Wild boars are not only unwelcome guests in the fields, but they also like to invade, and occupy human living spaces. The problem does not stop at causing economic damage, but also threatens human safety and peace. Furthermore, the wild boar community is also a mobile source of infection, capable of transmitting diseases to other animals, causing many risks to the health of livestock and poultry. A new method has been implemented, which is to use steel cages to catch wild boars. When the pigs enter the prepared area with the cage, the system automatically activates and deploys the net to trap them. This method is considered a simple, effective solution in controlling wild boar populations and minimizing their negative impact on communities. However, for the environment and community to successfully deploy this method, professionalism and careful management are required. The team needs in-depth training on how to use the cage safely and effectively, and regular inspection and maintenance are required to ensure the cage operates correctly and is not damaged, thus posing no danger to animals or humans. By understanding the nature and behavior of wild boars, implementing smart control measures, and fostering cooperation among local authorities and communities, we can tackle the challenges posed by these invasive animals. Together, we can protect our food supply, preserve our natural landscapes, and ensure the stability and sustainability of rural economies. Dramatically in recent years. From 2021 to 2023, their numbers skyrocketed from 1 million to 3 million, creating an alarming explosion. These creatures have spread across various districts in the state, posing a serious threat to both agriculture and daily life. Join me in this intriguing journey to uncover how these wild monkeys are wreaking havoc in Iowa in our farming documentary. Together, we'll explore the chaos they bring and the measures being taken to combat this growing menace. Don't miss out on this eye-opening adventure. Wild monkeys, primates native to Africa and Asia, are typically found in wild environments such as forests, grasslands, and savannas. Their complex social behavior allows them to form groups for mutual protection and efficient foraging. However, Population explosions, deforestation, and climate change have drastically reduced their natural habitats. Consequently, these monkeys face dwindling food sources and are forced to migrate to new areas in search of shelter, leading to significant changes in their behavior and lifestyle. Protecting the natural habitat of wild monkeys has become an urgent task to ensure the survival of this unique primate species. The city of Davenport, Iowa, first detected the presence of invasive wild monkeys in 2018. Since then, these audacious creatures have rapidly spread to surrounding areas, including the capital, Des Moines. Unafraid, they invade residential neighborhoods, scaling roofs, sneaking through windows, and even breaking down doors to enter homes. In Iowa, wild monkeys are wreaking havoc on traffic and public safety. It's astonishing to witness, but these monkeys can clog streets for hours. Frequently appearing on roads, they disrupt traffic with their sudden movements, forcing drivers to brake abruptly or come to a complete stop, causing significant congestion. After just 1 year of implementing the sterilization program, the invasive wild monkey population in Iowa has decreased by 20, significantly reducing property damage in the city by 15. The sterilization process, conducted by highly qualified veterinarians, adheres strictly to humane standards, ensuring both animal welfare and community safety. Sterilization of medical instruments is essential and cannot be overlooked part of any surgical process. First, wash the tools with soapy water to remove dirt and organic matter. Next, soak them in a specialized disinfectant solution such as chlorhexidine gluconate or iodine for the prescribed time. Based on the scheduled procedure, wild monkeys will be brought into the area to be lightly anesthetized with sedatives. Then, the hair is cleaned in preparation for minor surgery. Your veterinarian will perform sterilization by removing the ovaries or testicles. Australia is home to an estimated 3 million dingoes, spread extensively across its mainland, excluding Tasmania. This significant population of native wild dogs presents a complex challenge for the country's agricultural sector. In many areas, dingoes are known to cause substantial economic damage, particularly to livestock farms. Each year, these animals are responsible for around $60 million USD in losses, especially affecting sheep farming due to their predatory behavior. This introduction of dingoes as hunting companions has since morphed into a major agricultural concern, prompting various measures to manage and mitigate their impact on Australia's farming communities and the broader ecosystem. In this discussion, we delve into the invasive status of dingoes in Australia, a pressing issue that poses significant challenges both economically and environmentally. Season originating as hunting companions, dingoes have transitioned into one of the most problematic invasive species, wreaking havoc on native wildlife and disrupting ecological balances. The economic repercussions are stark, with annual losses to livestock, particularly sheep farming, estimated at around 60 million USD. This scenario necessitates effective control methods to mitigate the ongoing damage. Our exploration covers various strategies deployed across the continent, from traditional hunting techniques, employing bolt-action rifles known for their precision, to the implementation of trapping mechanisms like leg-hold traps, which aim to manage populations without extensive harm. Each method reflects a balance between efficacy and ethical considerations, highlighting the complex dynamics of wildlife management in Australia's diverse ecosystems. Dingoes were originally introduced to Australia thousands of years ago, believed to have arrived with seafaring traders from Southeast Asia. These canines quickly integrated into the Australian landscape, playing a crucial role as hunting aids for indigenous. However, as European settlement expanded across the continent, the role of dingoes dramatically shifted. They began to be seen as invasive pests rather than helpful hunting partners. This transition was largely due to their predation on livestock, particularly sheep, which posed significant economic threats to the burgeoning agricultural industry. As a result, dingoes went from valued companions to maligned threats, leading to extensive control measures aimed at mitigating their impact on farming and native wildlife. This shift has deeply affected both the perception and the management of dingoes in Australia, underscoring the complex interactions between introduced species and human economic activities. Dingoes inflict significant ecological and economic harm, manifesting in several ways. Firstly, their predatory behavior disrupts the delicate balance of native wildlife populations, leading to ecological imbalances within ecosystems. Additionally, the relentless pursuit of dingoes imposes substantial financial burdens on both the government and farmers alike. The costs associated with controlling dingo populations, implementing preventative measures, and mitigating the damages they cause accumulate annually. Notably, the agricultural sector bears a heavy toll, particularly in the sheep industry, where dingoes inflict devastating losses through attacks on livestock. These attacks not only result in immediate economic losses, but also perpetuate long-term challenges for farmers, exacerbating the already demanding nature of livestock management. Bolt-action rifles are highly regarded for their effectiveness in controlling dingo populations due to their precision and reliability. These rifles operate with a manual bolt mechanism where the shooter manually opens and closes the bolt to eject a spent cartridge and chamber a new round. This action provides a significant advantage in terms of accuracy and safety. This is particularly important when targeting fast-moving or distant animals like dingoes, where a clean, humane shot is crucial to prevent unnecessary suffering and ensure efficient population control. The rifle's ability to shoot from long distances also keeps the hunter safe from potential threats, making it an ideal choice for managing invasive species in expansive environments like the Australian outback. The practice of hunting dingoes raises significant ethical concerns and environmental impacts. Ethically, the method is contentious because it involves killing animals that are considered pests, yet are also an integral part of Australia's natural heritage. This raises questions about the balance between animal welfare and the need to protect agricultural interests. Environmentally, hunting can disrupt local ecosystem. For instance, removing dingoes, which are apex predators, might lead to an increase in the populations of their prey, potentially causing unforeseen ecological imbalances. Moreover, the use of firearms in hunting can lead to pollution and therefore, while hunting might be effective in controlling dingo populations and reducing economic losses, it necessitates careful consideration and management to mitigate its broader ecological and ethical ramifications. The leg hold trap is a widely used method for controlling invasive species such as dingoes. To install this trap, it is essential to identify commonly frequented paths or trails by dingoes. The location should ideally have visible dingo tracks or signs of regular passage. Once a suitable site is selected, the trap is carefully set into the ground, camouflaged with natural surroundings to avoid detection. When a dingo steps on the trap, the mechanism triggers, clamping onto the animal's leg and preventing it from escaping. This method allows for the live capture of dingoes, which can then be relocated or managed in accordance with wildlife regulations. Although effective, the use of leg hold traps must be conducted with strict adherence to ethical and environmental guidelines to minimize harm and stress to the animals. When comparing the effectiveness and humane considerations of hunting and trapping as methods to control invasive species like dingoes, each approach has its distinct pros and cons. Hunting, particularly with bolt-action rifles, is highly effective in reducing dingo populations swiftly and from a safe distance, minimizing risk to the hunter and non-target species. However, it raises significant ethical concerns regarding animal suffering and the impact on the ecosystem. On the other hand, trapping, such as using leg hold traps, can be perceived as less immediately lethal, allowing for the possibility of release or relocation of captured animals, thus potentially being more humane. However, if not properly monitored, traps can cause severe distress and injury to animals, leading to prolonged suffering. Therefore, the choice between these methods involves balancing effectiveness in population control with ethical considerations of animal welfare and the broader ecological impact. The Australian government has committed significant financial resources to mitigate the impacts of dingoes, particularly concerning the damage they inflict on agriculture and native wildlife. Annually, the government allocates up to $100 million to address both the economic losses and environmental disturbances caused by this invasive species. This substantial investment supports a range of measures, including the development and implementation of control strategies like hunting and trapping, as well as funding research into more humane and environmentally sustainable methods. The funding also extends to community education programs aimed at promoting coexistence and understanding of dingoes, highlighting the government's multifaceted approach to managing the dingo population while striving to maintain the delicate balance of Australia's unique ecosystems. Balancing the control of dingoes while preserving the natural ecosystem presents a significant challenge. Dingoes, as apex predators, play a crucial role in maintaining the health and balance of ecosystems by controlling the populations of other species and thus preventing overgrazing and degradation of vegetation. However, their predatory nature also leads to conflicts with farmers, particularly through livestock predation, which can inflict substantial economic losses. Effective management strategies must therefore mitigate these conflicts, while ensuring that dingo populations do not diminish to the point where their ecological roles are compromised. This requires a multifaceted approach that includes non-lethal management techniques, habitat preservation, and community engagement to foster coexistence. Achieving this balance is essential not only for the sustainability of agricultural practices, but also for the conservation of Australia's unique biodiversity. Foxes are another invasive species that have caused significant ecological and economic damage, particularly in Australia. With an estimated population of 10 million, foxes are prevalent in both agricultural and urban areas. Their omnivorous diet and nocturnal hunting habits make them highly adaptable, but also a major threat to native wildlife and livestock. Foxes primarily hunt at night, preying on rabbits, birds, and rodents. This not only threatens native species, but also leads to substantial losses in the agricultural sector. In Australia, foxes are estimated to cause up to $110 million in damages annually. Their ability to reach prey easily due to their agility further exacerbates the problem, making it difficult for farmers to protect their livestock and crops. Fox hunting is a popular method for controlling their population. While hunting can be done both during the day and night, it is particularly effective during the fall and winter months when foxes are more active due to breeding and caring for their young. Each year, millions of foxes are hunted, helping to mitigate their impact on agriculture and native species. Hunting foxes requires a combination of skill, knowledge of their behavior, and appropriate tools. Hunters often use calls that mimic the sounds of prey to attract foxes, along with firearms or traps to capture them. In some regions, fox hunting is also a recreational activity, providing economic benefits through hunting licenses and tourism. Farmers and wildlife managers in Australia have also turned to technology to aid in fox control. The installation of cameras in areas showing signs of fox activity allows for continuous monitoring and a better understanding of their behavior patterns. This information is crucial for setting up traps and planning hunting efforts. Advanced traps similar to those used for wild boars can also be employed to capture foxes, providing a non-lethal and effective means of population control. Through engaging narratives and expert insights, our videos provide valuable knowledge and entertainment for all enthusiasts. Don't miss out on our latest content. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on all things farming and hunting. Your support helps us bring more insightful and intriguing content to you.